everybody. Welcome back to the Craft Beer Cult. And today, we're visiting, or it's visiting us.
I like that. Yeah, it's
Able Ebenezer out of Merrimack, New Hampshire.
We visited it. It visited us back. Give us our thoughts.
Not a bad spot though. I mean, a beautiful Merrimack, kind of close to
I liked
what you
it.
said.
Yeah, it was a nice little spot. They had a food truck out front.
There's outside seating areas. Inside's pretty nice.
It's got a rustic little feel.
Joe kind of mentioned it earlier, like when we were talking. It's close to the outlets, guys. And ladies, drop your kids off, drop your wife off, drop your husband off.
You don't have to go to that big place with the crappy beer.
Yes.
There's a better option.
Very true.
It's right there.
But we're gonna dive right into these.
I don't think you're gonna fit if you dive into it. Try it, go for it. I'm here for it. I'll save you. No, you know what? Let's just drink it.
I got money on this.
All right.
We'll see you soon.
We're gonna finish this up and we'll get into reviewing this beer.
Maybe we shouldn't be drinking beer if we're already trying to dive into 4-ounce glasses.
All right, everybody. This is our first beer from Able Ebenezer. Not really. We've all had Able before, but this is our first review.
Yeah.
So this is Triumph. This is a New England lager.
Okay, wait a minute.
It's 4.25.
Yeah, it's 4.25. But do you see
alcohol.
these colors? And this looks familiar.
It does. It has a familiar tone to the label.
I do see the colors, man.
Ooh.
And the color of the
Little
beer
red, white, and blue action. Kind of familiar, aren't you?
matches up too.
It actually smells pretty boozy for a 4.25.
Yeah, I smell some pear and bread.
Ooh,
Oh yeah, that is a
definitely
lager.
bready.
It's a lager for sure.
Sourdough.
Sourdough. We got a
Sourdough,
type
huh?
of bread and
Oh
everything.
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna get the rating started. It's not that great. It's a lager, but I will say before I give it the low rating, I'm gonna give it a 3.5. It's the best lager in Merrimack, and those who know know.
This is true. I gotta agree with you there. I'm gonna give this one a 4.5.
What are you doing?
It's not the worst lager I've ever had.
3.
So I guess we average out to a 3.5 for the Triumph from Able Ebenezer.
But I mean, it's a lager at the end of the day. So don't
is,
let
but
the
still,
low
I mean,
rating.
We've
It's a
had
lager.
better lagers.
Yes.
I mean, this past couple months.
It's not the worst red,
It's-
white, and blue
it's
cursive writing
smooth.
lager in Merrimack.
It probably hits all the right points for normal lagers if you're into it, but
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah,
It is what it is.
I
It's
think I'll
plain
pass
simple,
on this one.
crisp.
So 3.5 total, right?
3.5 total. All right, everybody. This is our second installment from Able Ebenezer. It is Victory Nor Defeat.
Victory nor defeat. What do you think it'll do?
I don't know.
Let's hope for a victory.
Seems
'cause
to
I
not
can't
take
take
it.
more defeat. Man.
That was brutal after the first one, huh?
We'll see what happens.
We weren't too nice.
Hmm.
I might go into this with a nicer heart.
This is a double IPA.
It's a double IPA. I can tell it's malty already by the color.
8-ounce alcohol content. It doesn't list the IBUs on the can, which is kind of interesting.
8 ounce. I mean,
8%. 8%.
forgive him. He's new here.
Yeah, pass me that. Go catch it arms. I don't have a smell.
No, it's got like a malty smell to it actually.
It's
A
actually
little light.
not as malty as I thought it would be.
No, it's an IPA, but it is.
I enjoy it. I mean, you know me, it's kind of more of a West Coast style IPA, and I don't really enjoy the West Coast style.
It's not as hoppy. It's not a big hoppy IPA.
This is good.
I do like this.
You like it? What are you
I
doing?
like it.
Thank you. What's that?
It's natural.
Okay.
It just came out. I liked it. And
When
I feel
you
it.
like something.
Thank you.
I feel it in the middle of my tongue.
Yeah.
It's where my taste buds are kind of going. Woo!
Mm.
All right.
All right, Tappan gives it a woo.
A woo. I don't know. Like a 1 through 10. What the f- is a woo?
I think it's a 6.
It's a 6. All right.
6.
That's what a woo is? I thought a woo would be higher than a 6. I don't know.
Me too. Me too.
I don't wanna
If it
hear
was
it.
the entire tongue, maybe, but it was just part.
I don't want to hear what he makes for a 10. But anyway,
Exactly.
I'm going to go ahead and give that a...
Ah!
which I would rate as like a 5.5.
You're gonna rate this as a 5.5?
Or a 5.5.
I'm actually gonna
I'm
rate-
sorry, that's not fair. I'd go an even 6. It hit 6.
Honestly, I'm gonna give this one a 6.5.
All right.
on this one because
Do
I
you have
do
a
like
noise
this.
to go with it?
No noise.
Okay.
I'm not a noise.
It's
We're
probably
about
for the
6
best.
and a quarter then.
6 1/4 for this one, which is
Yeah,
pretty respectable.
I think so.
Victory, no defeat from Abel Ebenezer, a double IPA.
They're not coming out strong. What do we got next? I hope the next one's a little.
The
better
next one
fun.
is their flagship.
The
But we're gonna
flagship
finish
beer.
this up, and we'll get back to you with that one.
All right.
So cheers.
Yep.
You-
Oh, it looks like Tap's already finished it up.
Someone's got it.
All right, everybody. This is our third beer from Abel Ebenezer, and it is their flagship. This is Burn the Ships. It is. It's a.
I know we've all had it before, so I'm not going to pretend like we're trying it for the first time.
We have. I mean, I've had. I get this often.
I gotta get
It's
this off.
pretty readily available around
So we
here,
already know you like it.
I do. I do like it. I'm not gonna lie.
All right.
It's a cherrywood
Thank you, Joe.
smoked
Thank you,
IPA.
I do enjoy beers like this, not often, but I like the occasional firewood beer, I call it. Something by the campfire. What are you doing over here? All right.
I'm smelling my beer.
I don't know how you can smell that with us standing here at
I know, I'm
155
sweating.
degrees.
It's probably
You
not
know-
a good smell.
I'll tell you something. It burns when you smell kind of hard.
That's probably
I think that's us.
That's me.
No, it went right up my nose.
Did you?
All right. Anyway,
You're
sorry.
supposed to drink the beer, not sniff it. Well, you can sniff it, but don't snort it.
Yeah, I think you snorted it.
I did. I snorted my beer.
Righteous.
You know, I do taste.
Props to you.
I do taste a little bit of wood. Smoke. Smoked wood.
Smoked wood. I mean, it does have a little
Smoky
smoky
wood.
element, but nothing crazy.
No, it's not crazy.
I think it actually kind of smooths out the.
I've had
bitterness of
beers
the
that
IPA.
tasted more like a campfire. You know what I mean?
You're right.
And I like this
It's good.
one. I like the smoky flavor.
I like this one. What are you gonna rate it there, Joe?
I give these guys a 7 on this one. What are you thinking?
7.5. I really like this.
Yeah, it's a good beer.
I'm actually gonna give this one an 8 because I do like this, and I like a little bit of. It's different.
That
It's not your
campfire feel.
typical run-of-the-mill IPA. You know what I mean? We get those juicy juice bombs all the time.
Yep, this is a good way to
No,
put
this
it.
is
The
clean,
dime a dozen.
crisp. This
It
is
is
what
clean.
you expect for an IPA. I mean,
This is what you
In all
expect for a
seriousness.
craft beer. It's
Yeah.
a little different. It's unique.
and it's done right.
I think it is
It's done
more unique.
You can definitely identify it without
Yes.
a can.
Like and it's
Mhm.
gonna taste a little different off the tap
Well,
for sure.
It
Than
was
out
a
of the
lot
can.
when I had it at the brewery. Sorry, it was a lot smokier. A lot smokier in flavor.
well, keg beer,
It
draft
may be,
beer, I
yeah.
think tastes a little bit different.
It's gonna be different one way or the other.
But
Hard to say.
either way, it was a good beer. I definitely preferred it on draft at the location. But yeah, this is definitely a good beer. It checks out
But-
well, and I can see myself having a fire soon and grabbing a 4-pack.
All right. Well,
Yep.
we got a 7.5 for this one for Burn the Ships, and we're gonna finish this up.
Cheers.
Cheers. We can finish this up, and we'll get back to you with a final wrap up.
You gonna make it? You're sweating
I
bullets
think-
out here.
Yeah, it's hot. All right, everybody, that was our review of Abel Ebenezer, and not all fared well, but overall,
I almost feel bad.
that one beer,
No,
it was
don't feel bad.
that was not something
You're
they
right.
typically.
Don't feel bad.
I don't feel bad.
That was one of their special edition, limited edition.
Which one?
beers. Triumph.
The lager.
The
The
one
lager?
that we did not like.
The lager was a
Yeah.
special edition.
It's a special edition.
The rip-off can of the guys up the street selling the
Yes.
It's
millions.
the colors.
Was a
It's the
special
colors.
edition.
I
There's
wouldn't
some
say it's a
different
rip-off
trees
can.
and things
Okay,
like
come
But
on.
either way-
You wouldn't say that's
Hey.
a rip-off
Okay,
can.
enough about the can.
Yeah.
Abel Ebenezer, they've been around a while, and they were opened by veterans. I mean, it's a veteran-run company.
It's commendable.
It is
Thank you.
commendable. And
Thank
we
you.
thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service. Thank you for your beer.
And your beer overall is pretty good. We enjoy it.
I enjoyed
Quite
the
often.
flagship one.
And
I didn't hate the
I like
lager.
their
I don't.
beer.
I just don't like lagers.
And I like the brewery. And don't forget, I think the brewery has a lot to this. I mean,
It was a nice place.
the beers,
we
the
went in.
beers
I
are great,
enjoyed
right?
it. I enjoyed it.
Which makes me want to go.
okay,
And I'm going to go and hang out there.
So what are we rating the whole brewery?
I really like the place. I think it's beautiful. I think the vibe is pretty cool. It's loud though, so if you're going to go for a
It is
quiet
loud.
conversation, it's not going to happen.
no,
At
it
the
is
same
loud, but
time,
they
though,
do
I saw
have
people
outside.
I saw people having business meetings there. So it, you know,
True.
Well,
And they
heck,
do
if
have
you
some
can get worked
outside
on having
seating.
a good beer, then why not?
Food trucks on occasion. You can check the schedule out.
all right, guys, that was it for Abel Ebenezer out of Merrimack, New Hampshire. Before we give our thoughts, I think it's very important that we mention that this is a veteran-owned brewery
It is.
and founded. So not only thank you for your service, thank you for your beers. Overall, this brewery itself, I'm a huge fan of. It's something I'll definitely check out. I like the environment. Just because I wasn't a fan of the beers, I definitely roasted the can on this one a little bit, but I think anybody looking at it will. But what do you guys think?
Well,
Go ahead, Chad.
you know, I think you hit pretty much everything we think about it. Veteran-owned, great. Beer's good to great. Great atmosphere, great vibe.
Now, we've been there and we've had a lot more beers than they have to offer. So just because we didn't rate these two that high doesn't mean that we think negatively of the.
No, they do have a lot of. Well,
Those
not
are
a
good
lot.
variety.
They have about 7 to 8 beers on tap.
Well,
I think
so let's
typically.
spread. Like when we went, they had sours, right?
Was there a sour? I don't.
Yeah, and then they've got the lagers, they've got the Heffenweizens. I mean, they make beers from all
They
walks
do.
of life, right?
It's
But
got
they
something for everyone.
I think particularly their ales are where they're really
They
putting their
definitely
money
seem
in.
like an ale-heavy brewery.
They are an ale-heavy brewery, and they do them well. I mean, and unique. They're making
So
good product.
ultimately, I like it.
Based not only on our experiences today, which thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed everything we drank. Hope you try it
Wait.
soon.
We should label in that this whole thing, Abel Ebenezer, was. I mean, this all has historical base. All their labels,
Yeah.
their names, everything has a historical.
It's really freaking cool.
It is. I mean, all the labels have it.
Excited.
You should really, definitely read.
Sam down.
Wait, Sam's down.
Sam down.
You gotta read the labels is where
Yeah,
Fred was going.
read
with
the
that.
labels and the history behind
Learn
it.
about it.
And these guys did a little research. For
Look,
this stuff.
I like their logo too.
Yeah,
I'm just
the
gonna
logo's
say.
good. And Abel Ebenezer, the logo itself. Abel Ebenezer himself was a rebel. He was getting taxed for his mass trees that he cut down. He was a local logger and businessman in Ware, New Hampshire, I believe.
Yeah, yep.
And the redcoats were coming to get him because he wasn't paying his taxes, and he actually jumped them before they got there.
All right.
Him and a bunch of rebels.
Enough of the history lesson.
All right, whatever.
Let's
No, that
rate
means
it.
a lot.
I think so.
I think it's
I like
cool.
that, and I appreciate it.
I do too.
All right.
So
Hey,
cheers
Abel,
to that.
Thanks for some really good beer.
Are we gonna rate the brewery before we go?
We should.
Rate it on your experiences overall, not just what we
Overall,
tried
at the
today.
brewery and with the beer, I'm gonna give it an 8.5.
I'd give it an 8.
These guys get a 7 from me, and now you made me feel a little bad about it. But
You didn't have a good time.
I had a good time.
You didn't like the food truck area, the picnic tables
The
outside?
food truck that was there that day, I don't remember, and I don't want to go into details, but I
or
wasn't
maybe
a
like the
fan
guys
of the
behind
food
the
truck.
counter, or even like Lindsay and
What are you
Danny
making me
on the
feel
counter.
like? You're making me pick out little things. Listen, I just like a bigger environment. I've had better beers, but I would definitely drink these beers again. I think 7's a good score, but I guess it's nothing's good.
7, 8,
Nothing's ever good enough for you guys.
8.5.
Yes,
So we're like 7 3/4.
Can't even
Cheers.
7 3/4 for Abel Ebenezer out of
Try to
Merrimack, New
storm
Hampshire.
off. Move.
All right,
All
we'll
right.
catch you next time.
Cheers.